The first rays of the sun were spilling across the streets of the city, but for Arun, it wasn't just a new morning, it was another day in the darkness inside him. Arun was 17, considered one of the smartest kids in school. People praised his talent, but deep down, there was always a hollow emptiness and fear. His father was always busy with work, and his mother had passed away years ago. Even his friends' words seemed distant, like echoes that never reached his heart. That morning, Arun sat in his room, surrounded by old notebooks and books, lost in thought. That's when his eyes landed on an old, dusty book on the shelf, The Power of the Mind, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. He opened it and read the words, "Your thoughts are your true power. If you can change your thinking, you can change your world." For the first time, Arun felt a spark, maybe the path wasn't over yet. He decided he would try to change himself. He began writing a daily journal and practicing positive thinking. For every fear and negative thought, he wrote a positive alternative. Fear, I'm going to fail this exam. Positive, I will do my best, and whatever happens, I am ready. Gradually, he began to notice a change in his inner voice. The fears that once paralyzed him now felt like challenges to overcome. Change, however, was not easy. One day, his school project received less appreciation compared to others. Arun felt fear and frustration rise inside him again. He realized the old fears were still lurking deep within. But this time, he didn't give up. He opened his journal and wrote, "This is just a failure, not my identity. I will learn, and I will move forward." He revised the project and presented it again. This time, his teacher praised his hard work and creativity. Over time, Arun began to confront his past and his fears. He had a direct conversation with his father, sharing his inner feelings for the first time. He realized that communication and understanding were a crucial part of mental strength. Slowly, Arun's world began to change. He practiced meditation daily, wrote positive thoughts, faced his fears, and communicated openly with others. His confidence grew, his grades improved, and his relationships with friends and family became stronger. One day, sitting in his room, he realized, "I no longer hear the voice of fear and emptiness. Now, my inner voice guides me with motivation." He wrote his experience in his journal and titled it, "The Silence of the Mind." Arun knew that change didn't happen overnight. He adopted small daily routines, waking up early, practicing yoga and meditation, and journaling every night. He began recognizing his fears and learning from them. He noticed that his friends also struggled with fear and self-doubt sometimes. He started encouraging them. He realized that support and empathy for others were also part of mental strength. One day, Arun noticed a new student at school, looking lonely and distressed. Arun reached out, slowly helping him feel included. He realized that when we change ourselves, we can also impact others positively. Step by step, Arun learned to challenge his negative thoughts. He told himself, "Every failure is just a step, not defeat. Every difficulty makes me stronger." He understood that the things he feared, failure, criticism, loneliness, were all part of his growth and strength. He shared his experiences with friends and family, explaining how the power of the mind and positive thinking could transform life. One day, Arun thought, "I no longer fear the noise in my mind. I listen to it, understand it, and channel it into action." He realized that his true victory was conquering the inner battle, recognizing fear and emptiness, and transforming them. Arun started documenting every fear, every thought, and every small success in his journal. He set small achievable goals and rewarded himself for completing them. He learned to challenge negative thoughts and understood that fear was just a signal from the brain. Meditation and mindful breathing became a daily habit. He learned that failures were part of life and every challenge made him stronger. He encouraged his friends and helped them overcome their struggles. He accepted his past and realized that even parents are human, with their flaws and limitations. By opening up to his father, Arun saw how communication strengthened relationships. He helped new students at school, realizing that the change we cultivate in ourselves can ripple out to others. Arun kept his daily routines, early wake-ups, meditation, studying, and journaling nightly. He understood that mental strength is the ultimate power. He faced fear and loneliness, set goals, achieved them, challenged negative thinking, and turned his fears into strength. He shared his journey with friends and family, showing that fear and loneliness are simply signals, not definitions of identity. He rewarded himself for progress, recognized the power of his mind, and found peace. He realized that true victory wasn't just external success, it was winning the battle within. Arun was no longer just a talented student, he was a person who had discovered the power of his mind and transformed his life completely. That was his greatest victory. Through his journey, Arun showed that every fear, every failure, and every struggle could be transformed into strength if faced with awareness, reflection, and positive action. He became an example for those around him, a living reminder that the mind is the most powerful tool we have, and silence doesn't mean weakness, it can mean strength.